Hello, good day, everyone, and welcome to the Allied Library Graphic class. So, today we are going to be looking at logo design and its compositions. So, what is a logo? A logo is a brand identity of a company. So, a logo stands to visually represent a brand or a company, and this logo design must possess the characteristics of that brand. So there are several types of logos. So we have the text logos. So the text logos are made up of text alone. Then we have the symbolic logos. So symbolic logos are made up of symbols. So we could have a logo such as this. So without the text, so this logo now could be a symbolic logo. Then we have the combination logos, which are made up of text and objects. So combination logos, we will find a text embedded into that logo. Then we see an object and possibly a background in that logo. So we also have the emblems. So emblems are also a specific type of logo. So in emblems, there are more than 2 or 3 objects incorporated into that logo. So as you can see, this is an emblem. So an emblem consists of 4 or 5 objects with text incorporated into it. Then we also have abstract logos. So abstract logos do not have a specific form, a specific color, a specific pattern, but they are, or they could also be used to represent a brand. So these could stand as an abstract logo. So they do not have a specific pattern, they do not have a specific form or a specific shape in them. So we have seen about 4 or 5 types of logos. We have the text logo, we have the objects logos or the symbolic logos, we have the combination logos, which is made up of text and objects, or a text and 2 more objects. Then we have the emblems. So the emblems are made up of 4 and above objects in them. So a combination logo consists of a text and an object or 2. But when we have in an emblem, we have 4 or more. We could have a shield, we could have a crown, we could have an object, text embedded into it, and specific shapes in an emblem. That is the difference between an emblem and a combination logo. Then we also have the abstract logo, which doesn't have a specific form, a specific pattern. So there are 5 major properties a logo must possess, or 5 major characteristics of a logo. So the first property of a logo is the color. So the color of a logo must represent the brand color of that logo. We can see in the 4 major telecommunication companies in Nigeria: the MTN, the Glo, the 9Mobile, and the Airtel. So the MTN, the brand color for MTN is yellow. and you can see that yellow is incorporated into the logo design of MTN. And this MTN logo is a combination logo. We can see the text, and we can see it's inside an oval blue shape, all lists above the yellow square, which serves as the surface of this logo design. So we can see that the color is specific to MTN. The yellow color is specific to MTN. Then likewise the glow, we can see it has a green color with a white text of the glow written above it. Then we have the 9mobile. We can see it has two logo designs. You can see the one of the light green and the dark green color, but we are aware that the 9mobile brand color is green. Then we see the Airtel as well. You can see that the brand color is red. So the first property of a logo is the color, and the color should be suiting to the brand. So the second point in logo design is the typography. So the typography has to do with the pattern of text. So as we have in this design right here, so this glow has its specific font style, the size, the spacing. So this all gives it typography. So typography has to deal with the pattern of the text and the styling of the text. So the typography, you also see there is another text below that. So this glow is the major, or is the main component of this logo design. So it has to appear very bold than any other subtext. So the subtext could be placed to match the logo. So we can note that the object is placed below the remaining space of the logo. So the typography also affects the logo. We can also see likewise in this MTN, we can see the font is a bold font and a slanting font. Then we can also see some part of the T being cut out and replaced with a rectangle, a red rectangle. So all these contribute to the typography of the design. So the next point is the pattern of the logo design. In this logo design, we can see that the oval blue shape is placed at the center of the square, and the text is also placed at the center of the oval shape. So this is the pattern for this logo design. So likewise on this design, you could also decide to place this glow at the top left corner, such as this, or at the top right corner, such as this, or the bottom right corner, such as this. So this has to deal with the pattern of the logo design and placements of objects and text on the logo design. So it affects the definition of that logo design. Then we also have to consider the texture. So on this glow design, you can see that there are two shades of green. We see a lighter portion of green, and we see the darker portion of green on this logo design. So this has to do with the texture of this logo design. So it also passes an information. So there are different ways we could add texture. We could add a shadow, we could add saturation to the logo design. So texture brings life to a design. It makes the design realistic. So the next point is the aestheticity of a logo design. That is the creativity in that logo design. So when we are trying to create a logo design, we have to try to be more creative. You can see that in this 9 mobile logo design, this is the figure 9, but some portion of this 9 has been cut off, and then we can see some bands. So this band represents network signals, so it shows you that this brand is a telecommunication brand, and these signals could also show you that the telecommunication company has strong signals and strong network reception. So that could be the information this logo design is passing for this company. So aestheticity, being creative in logo design, is a very important factor in logo designing. So the 5th point is finishing of logo designs. So we have to be completely sure that this logo design has a perfect alignment. Likewise, as this logo design is centralized, they are all centralized. Likewise, the circle shape on this 9 mobile, inside the 9 figure, we see it placed at the center. So we can see that the 5 major properties were all looked out in this logo design. So the first is the color, the second is the typography, the third is the pattern, the fourth is the texture, then the 5th is the aestheticity of the logo design, making it to be creative. So we have noted these 4 major factors in creating logo design. So in our next class, we are going to be practicalizing logo designs. We are going to be remaking logo designs, and we are going to be creating new logo designs. So we can try to master these 5 major points. Then in our next class, we put them into practicalization. So thank you for being a part of this tutorial. I'll see you in the next class.